Hey, we're back. We're only an hour late, but
That's right. We've been conversating before the show began. So
yeah,
I
off air.
apologize for that. Yes, right. Right.
Yeah, sorry about the last 2 weeks. I had some work things going on, unfortunately. So
Hey, you don't have to apologize,
I'm talking to Vito
Make that money.
and I'm talking to Vito and the other, people who are complaining. We don't like, we're not in the
I
disappointing
understand.
business. We don't like to disappoint people around these parts.
He's not this show isn't in FU territory yet. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so when work calls and say, yeah, we got a meeting, you can't go, FU.
Exactly. We're doing the SLOB show.
The SLOB show is my job. This is my hobby.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, one day you never know.
That's
never
right.
know. Hey, all we need is a million listeners.
That's right. So pass it on.
Which is a small ask. That's all we need. 1 million. Hey, what's the big deal?
Well, my computer sounds like it's about to spontaneously combust. So if it happens while we're live, maybe it'll go viral. like when hoverboards explode, so who knows? We'll see.
You use, what do you use? What is it? What's the name of that? Because you have a weird email. It's like, Prodigy, right? Do you still use Prodigy over there?
I still use my Prodigy email. I use Prodigy. I use Gmail.
Prodigy.
I know.
And why do you use that again?
What?
And why do you still use that? Like, why don't you just get
use it because
Al Roker Jr. at Gmail?
No, it's a Roker Radio at Gmail.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what I'm saying. Whatever. Why don't you just use that?
But I also have like Al Roker Jr. at Prodigy. .net even.
Prodigy. What is Prodigy?
It used to be like AOL. Remember when everybody had AOL?
You never want to give it up, even like when things that were super hot, like Prodigy or like Hotmail came out, you still didn't want to give it up?
Didn't want to give it up. I mean, it turned into most people just changed their accounts to yahoo.com. I kept mine Prodigy.net because so many of my contacts
how the fuck?
From booking shows over the years I literally still have people that I haven't dealt with in 15 years email me and get through to me on that Prodigy email.
Hey, your wife Claire said we still have dial-up internet too.
Yeah.
Wendy has AOL still.
There you go. See, we think alike.
How do you even get to Prodigy? I'm looking here. I'm going on Prodigy.net. Hang on. Prodigy.net. How do you even log into your email? There's no website.
No, look at this. It still works. It still works.
Check this out. Look at this. Here's what happens when you type in Prodigy.net.
Well, there you go.
Honestly, what do you mean it still works? How do I get on?
Send me an email. Okay, I'm asking for trouble now. Send me an email, Al Roker Jr. at
I get it. I get that you have it on, but I'm saying, how do I access the email? I don't. Where do you go to look at your emails? I know you have it on your phone, but like, let's say
I go to Yahoo. I go to Yahoo. I go through Yahoo.
Yeah, you have to go through Yahoo.
Yes.
So you go to Yahoo, then you type in Al Roker Jr. at Prodigy.net, and you log in that way.
If I go to Yahoo and I hit my mail, then my mail comes up on the Yahoo page through stories about like Kylie Jenner or something.
So Prodigy's some weird thing now where it's like kind of like, I believe Hotmail is the same way, right? You can't go to like Hotmail.com.
They were bought by Yahoo.
Boy, what investment that was for Yahoo.
Which was bought by AT&T. So I keep getting emails once a week about, we noticed you haven't changed your email address over to AT&T yet. You can do that now. I'm like, bitch, I haven't even switched from Prodigy to Yahoo yet. let alone switch it from Yahoo to AT&T.
Whenever we have someone who wins tickets on the radio station, their email is always Trevor Longrod69 at hotmail.com.
Yeah, that was back in the day when like email addresses you thought like meant something.
Yeah.
So you had to be creative and shit, you know.
But it's always 69 at Hotmail. Like it's something 69 at Hotmail.
Thinking that they're being unique.
Yes. I used to have Abe Bloody Skull at hotmail.com. That was my email.
See, and where did the Bloody Skull come from?
That was my my fictional heavy metal band in high school.
See,
I mean, it was a band, but like not really. Like my brother Sam and I, we would just be like, murder by X, murder by X.
That's it, right? 3 chord.
I was just like, hey, if you go watch the Bloody Skull movie on YouTube, that's a good watch. Have you ever seen that, Roker?
I think I can recall you trying to show that to me once.
Yeah,
and then I got busy. It's like, oh, look at the time. I gotta go, man.
Hey, man. Hey, what time is it? I gotta get out of here. Hey, here it is. Look at this, Roker. Could you hear that? Could you hear that or no?
Oh, I can hear it all right.
All right, let me just show you a little quick thing here. This is what Bloody Skull sounds like. That's me right there.
Footage of Abe Cannon without a beard. Yo.
Me as a young twink. Some great guitar work there.
This is like watching Mick Foley jump off of his garage when he's 15.
Oh my God. Look at this. You know what? Speaking of wrestling,
so old, I don't have any footage of video of me when I was in high school.
Speaking of,
it was complicated back in that day.
In this movie, I do check out this Stone Cold Stunner. Oh wait, not there. Hang on.
What's going on in here?
Wait, hang on. I do a really nice Stone Cold Stunner. Oh, here it is. Oh, right here. Check this out.
We took all their
You're gonna like this.
And we check
Check this out.
Wow. If you're listening to this, not watching it live, you're enthralled, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Make sure you go to YouTube. Make sure you go to the Facebook video of it or wherever you get your videos from. You could rename that like Anatomy of a Slob. We can see where the beginnings came from.
Yeah. So did you I went to a place called Tempesta on Grand, which is supposed to be the best sub sandwich. The Dante is supposed to be the best. It was $14.50 first of all, which is pretty expensive.
Well, if we paid $14.50 for Jersey Mike's.
Yeah, but it was about half the size of Jersey Mike's.
Right.
So that's the problem. It was very small. It was delicious, but it was very small. I wasn't happy with the size whatsoever.
Yeah, it's that's what she said. You have to get it. You know, there has to be a nice balance between size and price, and sometimes and flavor, because sometimes a big portion means bad taste.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, like a lot of those shitty Vegas buffets, like that, the ones that you took me to, where you're like, these are the best, and I'm like, no, these are shit. No, it's like $4.
They weren't shit, but they deteriorated. My precious Carnival World buffet at the Rio, unfortunately, I'll never go to again because unless it gets sold and revamped. Because the last time I was there, I'm like, this isn't worth the trouble of me coming over here to get this anymore.
Yeah.
You know, and but it used to be back in the day, it used to be amazing. And you didn't like the one at Caesar's Palace either. So
It was fine, but like you're like, yeah, there's gonna be some lobster. See, I was looking forward to lobster tails, and when we walked in there, like it'll be an extra $70. I'm like, what?
Well, that's kind of usually how things work, but yes, and we still don't know if the one in Bally's has reopened yet. It had not last time we checked, but
I don't think so, not yet.
But oftentimes, if you get like a huge portion of something, I don't want to mention any names.
Yeah.
But you go to a restaurant and they give you this huge portion of lasagna, let's say, for example. And you're like, oh, wow, this is some great lasagna. Oh, from just the looks of it. And then you start digging in and it doesn't have any flavor. And it's, you know what I mean?
So it's very gentlemanly of you to not mention names.
Yes. I'm not trying to diss anybody. Let's just say that at what point this place had a lot of locations and they don't anymore.
Oh,
they only have a couple now.
You might as well mention it now.
I'm not going to mention it because I'm not that kind of guy.
Well, text it to me or put it in our private chat here or text it to me. I'm curious. I need to know.
You're going to I'll put it in the. You're not going to mention it, right?
No. Why are you so worried? That's the real question, but let's see.
I'm just trying to, because I'm just trying to make a point about portion size versus quality. I'm not trying to, restaurants are having enough trouble now. I'm not trying to
let me see
out of business.
Okay. I don't even care about that place. Okay. I thought you were talking about something else.
No, there used to be a lot of locations. And now there's like 3.
Well, that's why when the quality goes, there's a reason why there's the best places, they never advertise, right? Because they're always packed, and because word of mouth, like me, if I like a place, I will spread the word like wildfire. I tell everyone knows.
That is
true. I'm the master. So
that's what I'm trying to be about. I'm not trying to spread the word on something that unless they've done something to make me say, hey, you need to avoid this place.
Yeah.
Just because they still give a great portion of lasagna. For me, the flavor didn't equate to the portion.
Exactly.
So for you, it might. That was my mother's favorite restaurant. After she died, I had to get into something of her accounts or something. And I'm on the phone with them and they're like, favorite restaurant, for security. And I'm like,
well, don't say the name now.
I say the name of that. And they go, thank you. I'm like, okay, lucky guess.
That's awesome. But back to the sub. So I got this sub, the Dante at Tempesta, $14.50, very delicious sub. I put the video on my Twitter if you want to watch the video. The crunch, a beautiful baguette, and it's very good. But I need more. I need double the size on a sub than the one I got. That's the problem. I'm willing to pay whatever it takes, but it has to be delicious.
Now, how you said you had a good crunch on the bread, but was the bread hard to chew? Because that's what me, because I got problems with the typhus. So I like a softer bread. That's why I love the po' boys in New Orleans so much, because the bread there is like pillow soft. But it's harder for me to eat a sub that's got, if I got to rip the bread, that's kind of tough for me.
Let me here. I'll play this video for you so you could take a look at this. This is me at Tempesta getting the Dante. Let me know if you could hear this, Roker.
You're documenting it, or this is
the video I made.
Okay.
Could you hear that?
Here we go. This is the sandwich that Angie read was the best sub sandwich in Chicago, and somehow it slipped through the cracks.
Get ready for one of the greatest crunch. And do you see what it says right there, Roker? Extra aioli.
Extra aioli. That's going to be the name of the next one.
Check it. So you have to hear this crunch.
Extra aioli, which is basically mayo. Let's see how this looks.
I have a question for you.
It's much smaller than I to my liking. But
Well, let's take a look at that, Roker.
Very disappointed. Ladies, ladies, I know how you feel when you unwrap the package and it's too small.
Hey, one thing about Roker and I, when it comes to sandwiches, we are size queens.
That is true.
So, Roker, what do you think of the size? Look at, I mean, that's I paid 14. Now, I'm telling you, it was delicious, but I paid $14.50 for that.
Well, you're paying for the ingredients. So
But what do you think about the size? Look at the size. Look at my hand. My hand is almost bigger than half of it.
But you do understand that is that's the size for normal people.
Exactly.
For normal people, that's the size of a sandwich.
I want you to hear this crunch. Listen.
Not for slobs. Okay.
You're right.
Let's see how this is. This is supposed to be the best sub sandwich in Chicago. Tempesta the Dante.
You hear that?
Good crunch.
Listen to that. That's a beautiful crunch.
Now, you said that Angie read that was the best in Chicago. Where did she read that from?
It was on some TV show. Delicious. I forgot what the show was called. But it was some show.
Well, there aren't that many shows, so it either had to be Chicago's best.
No, it wasn't a local show. It was like one of those. God, I forgot what the show was called. I don't know. But I'm sure I could find it. Let's see. Tempesta.
Is it like that localish?
No, it's let's see.
The ABC produced
no, it was let's see.
Or it might have been like Food Network something, right?
Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Probably like best thing I ever ate or something like that.
Yeah, that's it, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
So this would have been a Jeff Morrow recommendation. My guess.
I mean, it was good. I'm telling you, it was good.
Because he's the sandwich king.
Yeah, that's your boy, right?
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's from like Elmwood Park area.
Nice. But it was very good. Like I said, I don't want to pay $30 though to get two of those because I would have needed two.
Right.
Although I have to say, when you eat good ingredients like that, I have to admit I was full from that sandwich.
See, there you go. The thing is, being a slob can be, and that's why we talk about buy one, get one free so often, things of that nature.
The lifestyle.
Yes, the lifestyle, because being a slob can get expensive. if you're getting two sandwiches every time, if you're getting double everything every time, so that's the other problem. But again, if something is delicious, then let's take your beloved Au Cheval cheeseburger, right? You don't need to get two of them because it's so tasty. It's expensive, but it's so tasty that it satisfies you. It's worth it.
Yeah. I mean, the 2 for $6 Whoppers are something that I'll always get. But are you ever satisfied after that?
No, not really. I mean, it's because, it is what it is. It's you know what you're getting when you get fast food. You know exactly what you're getting. You're buying it either because, you're hungry or it's close by or you only have, X amount of money in your pocket. So
yeah, but like, are you ever when you eat that, are you ever satisfied? Like, are you ever happy afterwards? Because I'll eat the first few bites, I'm very happy, but by the time I'm done with the 2 Whoppers, I'm too full. I feel disgusting. It wasn't that great.
Yeah, you can't feel happy after eating 2 Whoppers. You can't. That's just not the dopamine has stopped functioning by the time you're done with that second Whopper. So
what's a meal that you eat where you don't feel bad after eating it? Because when I eat Hooters wings is one of my favorite meals, but first of all, anytime I eat Hooters wings, I gain weight no matter what. Because I weigh myself every morning. I always gain weight when I eat Hooters. Always. like
That's it.
tons of weight, like
Don't-
multiple pounds.
Don't weigh yourself. Don't weigh yourself. Talked about this in the past. You don't need to weigh yourself. You can tell if you're losing or gaining weight by how your pants fit, how your shirt fits. You don't need to go through that torture
Yeah.
of weighing yourself. That's just you're just torturing yourself.
Yeah. Well, none of that fits well either when I eat Hooters wings. All my shirts snug up. But that's another one. Like the first like 5 minutes of that is amazing, right? But then afterwards, again, you feel awful. So what's a meal that you eat that you actually feel great? The whole, like for me, maybe one of them is watermelon. When I eat watermelon, I'm happy, and then afterwards it feels pretty good. An Au Cheval burger, I think I feel pretty good.
Are you saying are you talking about mentally feeling good or physically feeling good?
Just
Or
everything.
both? I love getting like the fried shrimp from Lawrence's Fisheries.
But you feel
That
good
makes me
after
feel
that?
good.
It does? You feel good
Yeah.
after that meal?
I do. I mean, it's not beef.
Yeah.
It is fried, but it's not beef. It's flavorful. Same goes with Calumet Fisheries over there on the far south side.
I went there with
Get
you.
those
I didn't.
shrimp.
I don't like
Delicious.
fish, but you buy like the smoked fish and it's super expensive?
I got the I got the fried shrimp, and then since I'd never tried, because they're known for their smoked fish. Usually it's salmon or something like that.
Yeah.
Um, but I tried the smoked shrimp, and it was out of this world.
Mm.
It was out of this world. But again, it's like $24 a pound.
And then how do you eat that, with a fork?
No, it's like peel and eat shrimp.
No, I'm talking about the fish.
I guess you eat the fish with a fork. I've never
How did
had
you eat it?
I've never had the smoked fish.
Oh, I thought you said you did.
No, I had the smoked shrimp.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Because you know what I'm talking about though, in that case, they had all those, it looks weird.
They had all those smoked, they had they had all those smoked fishes in there. And usually people just eat them with a fork and with like saltine crackers. That's how
David
people
said, whenever I finish a meal at Blackbird or a fancy Bayless place, I feel great. Fast food makes me depressed afterwards.
Well, you better feel great after eating
Exactly.
at Blackbird, or if you're going to one, because you're going to have double that was one of the worst. I'll tell you. Here's a question for you: what's the worst meal you ever had at a fancy restaurant?
Oh, well, that's a good question. I'm never satisfied at fancy restaurants for the most part.
Well, I'm saying you went there and the food was just bad. You did not like the food at all.
Yeah.
Now I've talked in the past about how I've been to like media openings and like soft openings, and the food was bad, and my friend was in charge of the restaurant. Said, come back, it'll be better, I promise. I came back and it was still bad, and I told him it was bad. And I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you're looking forward to going to this restaurant.
Yeah.
You go to the restaurant and you're like, I have no idea what all the hoopla is about.
I've been to a lot of steakhouses where, you go there and you're expecting this great meal, and then you order the steak.
In Chicago?
Just like some of the suburbs, maybe in Chicago for sure.
Okay.
And they're just they don't live up to what you're expecting.
The restaurant that I should save this for like game night with my wife, because we get this question right. The restaurant in question that I'm talking about is no longer here in Chicago.
Oh,
so I will spill the beans.
Oh man, here, breaking news. Hang on real quick. This is some breaking. We have breaking news coming up here.
Uh-oh.
Breaking news. All right, so what's the restaurant now?
Spago.
Oh, you know what? I agree with you. Wasn't that the Wolfgang Puck place?
Yes.
I went there with you for a Christmas party. It was awful. I hated it. Honestly, it was awful. It was garbage.
Yeah, it was
horrible.
Yeah, it's one of those places where it's like, oh my God, we're going to Spago. I've always heard about this place forever and ever. And
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like at this point, I mean, and it's been years, it's been 10 years or more. It's been years. But at this point, I don't remember anything specific about the meal.
I don't either. I just remember it was bad.
Other than it was bad.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you what'd you have? I can't remember.
Yeah, me too. I don't remember. It was awful. I remember that.
Well, I went another time. I went again.
Because it must have been another free meal, right?
And no comment. And it was as bad. And that's why I'm like, that's when you're like, okay, it's not me. It's not a fluke. This food is bad. Or maybe I'm just not bougie enough to appreciate it. I don't know. But wow, was that a disappointment.
Have you ever been to Alinea or Next? Any of those kind of places?
Here's the thing. I've never been, because I know I'm not gonna, there's nothing that they could do at Alinea that would justify the price.
No, because you could get five ribeyes at Gibson's.
Right. I mean, there's absolutely nothing that they could do at Alinea that in my mind would justify the price for the meal.
No.
I mean, it would something like life-changing would have to happen in order for me to go, like, it was worth every penny.
Kathy and I went to Next one year for like New Year's Eve. I've never been to a place like that. And it was fine, but like you said, I would have rather just got a Crave case at White Castle.
Right.
Like, that's how I felt when I left. It's like, oh, here's another bite. I don't like bites. Okay. I don't want a bite. I want the whole thing. Because if I like it, I want more. If I like it, I want more. Because a bite isn't like, I want more bites then, not just the one bite.
Don't ever ask me for a recommendation for like a tapas place because I won't have one. Why would I want to go to some place where it's a shared plate? I'm an only child. I don't share. And I certainly don't share my food.
I don't
want a small plate. I don't want small plates. People say that like it's a good thing.
It's a bad thing.
Small plates. Are you kidding me?
The one thing I'll say about a tapas place is at least you could order more. If you go to Alinea or Next or something, you can't order. Like if they bring, the couple things they brought were delicious. I'm like, I want more of this, but you don't get more. You get your one little bite and that's it. I want another 7 small plates then.
That's awful.
Let me ask you this, Roker. Let's say you hit the lottery tomorrow, how would you start eating? If money was not an issue, okay, you win the lottery, would you be eating at the fanciest restaurants in Chicago daily, or what would you be doing?
I'd have like a personal chef or something making me foods that tasted good, but wouldn't make me
healthy,
have the stomach healthier.
But why do you care about the stomach if you're rich?
Well, because I have to be alive to enjoy the money. Yeah, I mean,
that's right. But would you be at like if you hit the lottery?
It's not like I would go out immediately and buy like 1,000 sliders or something. If money were no object, if money were no object, then I would be able to have, good chefs prepare me good food that I liked.
Yeah,
that was good for me, that actually tasted good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I also, in that same vein, it wouldn't be like, hey, let's go to Alinea. because I'm just not that kind of guy.
I'll tell you this, Roger. If I hit the lottery, you're going to be at all my millionaire dinner parties.
I appreciate.
You'll be one
that.
of my guests of honor.
Thank you.
I also have you on my list of someone who I'll be handing a brick of money to when I win.
Oh, thank you very much.
That's a very small list.
See, I would be doing things like I would be throwing parties and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's what I would be doing. I'd have oh yeah, here. Well, Rick Bayless is cooking. Come to the Rick Bayless party. Rick Bayless is cooking.
Hey, Emerald's here.
Emerald's here. Bam. Right.
Do you see exactly. Emerald's selling some kind of like a food dehydrator now, or like some kind of?
So my wife is like, now I love watching infomercials.
Yeah,
I've watched infomercials, my whole life.
Me too. Set it and forget it.
And Ron Popeil just died.
I know.
Now I thought he had passed away a long time ago. So
you're happy he's alive.
Surprise. I was happy he was alive, but so I watch infomercials, forever. And I'm watching the Emerald. I'm watching one of the Emerald infomercials with the kind of, I don't even know what words I can even use. Plus size? Can you still say plus size? The plus size girl from American Idol. And
Kim Coles or something her name was?
No. That's Kim Coles was on A Living Color. This is
it's Kim something. Kimberly Locke.
Kimberly Locke.
This is it right here, right? The conventional oven.
Well, no, there's that, and he has a pasta maker too.
Okay, this is the one I saw. This power fryer.
So he's got the convection oven and the pasta maker. So I'm watching this infomercial, and my wife walks in and goes,
"Hey, Emerald Lagasse here with my
Emerald. What's happened to Emerald?"
Oh, she's talking about his weight?
No, he's on TV doing infomercials for things that you buy at Kohl's. I mean, nothing wrong with Kohl's, as I've talked about a minute.
I know you love Kohl's. I've never met someone who loves Kohl's as much as you, actually.
But but he went from, Wolfgang Puck is on like QVC or Home Shopping Network for 4 hours at a time selling stuff.
They're all trying to get that George Foreman grill money. They're all looking for their product that's going to get them that. I don't blame Emerald for doing that. Emerald's done shit like this before anyway. This isn't the first time he's done this.
Yeah, but when the infomercial is I don't want to say it's sketchy, but it has that real fake studio audience, where they all got like lunch and $20 or something to be there.
And they're all that big smile on their face. It's like, you're going to cry tears of joy.
Yes, right. And it shows some old man in the front pointing or something. And they all have to repeat some stupid line like, it's the best ever or something like that. Right. It's like, so it's just that it was cheesy. And I've met Emerald many times, and he is a great guy. When we went to his restaurant in New Orleans, we were treated like kings. So I love Emerald. Don't get me wrong. I was pissed when like Food Network gave him like the bums rush because he made that network.
Oh yeah.
And they went, oh, okay. Well, we appreciate you. Thanks.
Well, what do you want them to do?
We're gonna put Bobby Flay on for 12 hours a day now. So so I love Emerald. Don't get me wrong, but my wife was not happy with the infomercial. So he's got a pasta one too. See if you can find. There's one where it's like a pasta extruder, but it's also an ice cream maker. And a shredder.
Is this it here?
Just pay separate shipping and handling. Or, yep, that's it.
Wow, this looks amazing. There it is.
Those things have been around for a while.
Look at this woman. Hang on. Look at she has the flour.
That's another thing we love. Usually that's in black and white.
Is that Mila Kunis?
Somebody just like throws something down on the counter because they're so exasperated.
Look at her
Oh,
face.
it's so hard.
She
It's
is
so hard for me to roll out this dough.
Hey, when you're Emerald, how do you approve the girl with the flour on her face? Like she can't look at it. Look at her face. Look at this.
It's right. It's so you gotta have it. And you buy it and you make spaghetti once.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
You don't make any of that. I'm sitting in a room right now.
A paid programming room
with stuff bought from TV. I'm looking at a bread maker, a pizzazz pizza oven that's 20 years old.
This is the made on TV room.
Yeah, exactly. Food dehydrator, rotisserie. All kinds of stuff over the years.
I bought the Tony Little Freestyle Gazelle. Do you remember that? The exercise machine?
Oh my God. Was that the one where he's going like this?
Yeah. And I had like the body by
that motherfucker didn't get 1 minute worth of work. You spent like half a Saturday putting it together, and then next thing you knew, you were throwing your coat on it.
Exactly. Oh my God, they still sell it. The Tony Little Gazelle glider
coat hanger. Yeah.
Look at this shit. They still sell this.
There was another one where you pulled and it like pulled you up. Oh, that's kind of like, yes. Oh my God, I haven't seen that.
For 20 years, people have asked me, Tony, is it really possible to lose weight, get in shape, tone up?
Try not to read those cue cards, Tony. Wow. Dude, right now I have I don't know if my wife is still listening. Right now I have it actually worked great. I loved it. It was like an ab roller.
Oh, the one where you get on your knees?
Got that on your knees and you pushed forward and then you pulled back, pushed forward.
Oh, those are old school though.
It was fantastic. I was bummed out when the bands finally broke.
Oh no.
Because I used it. I remember I used it, and then the next day I'm like, ow. Like, did I bang into a door or something? My ribs hurt. Oh yeah, I exercised.
That's right.
That thing worked great. And then
I love that thing.
My mom had a Thigh Master.
Mm.
I think we still have it. I know I didn't throw it out. Claire might have snuck it out of the house, threw it in the garbage, or gave it to someone. But there was a Thigh Master here. There was that ab roller.
Did you ever have any of the Popeil ones, like the rotisserie or anything like that?
Never. I think I had the food dehydrator that I had was a Popeil.
And how many times you use that? Once. And then I bought the medallion thing where you chop up vegetables. I used that once. Never use it again. Just too much work. All these attachments and shit. Like it's dishwasher safe.
It's fascinating. Like I'll sit there and just like watch QVC for hours.
You still watch that shit?
I didn't even realize it was still on. I didn't even realize that still existed. And then because I have like my favorites on my TV, right? So it's just the channels I watch. But one day it had skipped to just like all channels, right? And I didn't realize it. And so I'm skimming it, and all of a sudden I come across QVC. And I'm like, wow, this guy was on here like 15 years ago, the last time I watched QVC. But sometimes it's like I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, I just want to see how can this woman sell like a pair of sandals for like 30 minutes. I just want to see how she can sell a pair of sandals for 30 minutes. And it's just fascinating to me. And that's how these, all these food infomercials, because they air at night, you're hungry. So yeah, he's bringing out pasta. You're like, damn, that looks good. I'm hungry. I'll buy it. Right? They make it seem like it does a million things, but yeah, you end up getting it. And yeah, oh gosh, at some point in your life, you're like, Yeah, I need to drop some pounds. This Tony Little thing looks good. This looks like this won't hurt my knees. This won't be hard on my joints.
Oh, this is gonna be great. Yeah, and then you get it,
right.
use it once, and that's it.
Exactly.
The greatest salesman ever.
Dude, Don West.
Donruss factory set. We've got a 19.
You know, I bought some of these baseball cards, and he's like,
dude, I have them now.
Traded.
Dude, I bought so much autograph. I bought a bunch of autographs.
I'd like to share with you a letter that I recently received from.
Wait, sorry. Say that again. You got cut off.
I bought so many baseball cards and shit like that from Don West at 2 in the morning.
Me too.
In the 90s.
And it was shit.
Absolutely amazing. I was like, I've got like somewhere I've got like a Alex. If I buy your memorabilia, okay, you are going to end up, being arrested for sexual assault or
you have Canseco
steroids or something like that.
Roger Clemens and
Canseco. I'm just gonna have a disgraced memorabilia room where I can display my Tiger Woods and my Roger Clemens.
The best,
my Alex Rodriguez.
You know what the best is? Your Chris Jesus Ferguson. You had a huge Chris Jesus Ferguson. This is a poker player. You had a huge plaque in your living room, and this dude stole everyone's money.
Yes, he did.
He got caught for like a big scheme with like, I think Poker Stars or one of the websites.
It was I can't think of the name of it right.
It was either Full Tilt or something like that.
It wasn't Poker Stars.
Was it Full Tilt?
Full Tilt. Yep. I got my money out of there. I got in.
You did?
I got in early enough where I was able to get my money out. Yep. Refunded.
This is, in case you don't know what we're talking about here, I want to just show you people this guy. You might know him from back in the day. Roker, yes. I can't believe, even in his heyday, I can't believe that Roker had a huge mounted signed jacket from this fuck, Chris Ferguson. Like, who even wants his autograph in his heyday? And you had this in your living room. This was displayed in your somewhere. It was displayed in your living room of this guy.
I had to put it somewhere.
Oh my God. Yeah, yes, David. Don West is the Beanie Baby guy. Princess! The Princess Bear! Oh my, yeah, it's him. He sold Beanie Babies. He sold baseball cards. He was the best.
And it was like, woo, there's one there. Woo, what's on there? Woo, there's one there. All right, here's the next one. He used to do that too.
I don't know if he did that, but
I think he did.
He just went crazy.
Anyway,
the whole thing.
It was amazing. It was, and I mean, literally, I literally just packed up like an autographed Whitey Ford plate.
Oh my God, is it real?
That I bought. Yes, it's a real plate. It's a that I literally bought from Don West. I've got a autographed Shaq from when he's from the Orlando Magic.
Damn.
That I got off of Don West. Baseball cards. All kinds of stuff. That stuff was the best.
I bought a pack of cards where he said they were putting 52 Mickey Mantles, one in every so many boxes, and I got a box of commons. There was not one good card in this box. I was so disappointed. I was so mad because I was waiting for this box. They're like, you get a 52, a 53. You get one from every year of baseball. So they're like, we got 52 Mantles in here. We got whatever. You get Hannes Wagner, all this shit. It was the biggest piece of shit I've ever received.
Every time every now and then, if I'm looking through baseball cards or something like that, my wife will walk in the room and go, are those Supials? Because he always used to sell these baseball cards that were Supials. What that meant, I had no idea. It had some type of special baseball card that had some type of glitter, something on it, whatever.
Do you remember the guy he would bring on? He's like, oh my God, he sounded like this. His name was Ken. Oh my God, Don. So we have another Shaq Rook. We're putting in two more Shaq. Oh my! And then you had Don West screaming, And then the other guy, yes, we have Shaq rookie, 3 Shaq rookies, Don. Oh my God, Shaq rookies! Like it was such a crazy scene. I watch it every night at 3 a.m.
It was mesmerizing. It was mesmerizing. And then didn't Don West end up doing some wrestling?
Yeah, TNA. He was
too?
the commentator. Yep. He did play-by-play or color, one of the two.
I wish we had this conversation like a month ago, because I would have been able to go and grab some of this stuff, but I've already packed it up. But I mean, I was finding stuff that I had just completely forgotten about. I remember I ended up getting like an Alex Rodriguez rookie card, and I'm like, I'm holding on to this. This is this guy's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
And yep, he was amazing.
Yep.
Until he wasn't amazing anymore.
Exactly.
And then, oh well.
Don West actually had
everything.
He actually had cancer, and now he said he's cancer free.
I didn't see that. I wasn't referring to J-Lo.
What's that?
Was he referring to J-Lo?
Don West?
Oh, I thought you were talking about A-Rod.
No, Don West.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay.
No, not the cancer in A-Rod, not the cancer in A-Rod's life, J-Lo.
Oh, I thought that A-Rod was dissing J-Lo.
No. Can you imagine that?
I got rid of it.
Can you imagine that he lost J-Lo and then now she's banging Ben Affleck right in front of him? Like, that must.
The thing isn't that you lost J-Lo. The thing is that you lost J-Lo and he hadn't hung up the phone yet, and she was back with Ben Affleck.
She was texting him the whole time, probably. She's like, God, A-Rod's such a douchebag.
Dude, you know that.
Yeah, she's like, I want you to bang me behind a dumpster like you used to, and I want you to pour vodka all over my ass. I want you to
fuck me with that Boston accent. Call me a hula.
Yeah. You know, I heard
Are
that.
you okay in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you okay, J-Lo? Are you okay? I love you. Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I'll be out in about 2 hours. Ben Affleck's like, send me pictures of your ass. Text me your. No, bend over. I want to see it all.
Oh.
All right. Well, we'll wrap it up on that. Hey, we'll be back next week.
All right, yeah, let's wrap it up on that while we still have something to wrap up.
That's right. So, Roker, you still do the Roker Radio podcast. How could one find that?
You can find it. Just search Roker Radio on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. Go to alrokerjr.com if you're feeling frisky.
Do people still go to websites? I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, I have a website.
I'm still paying to keep one up. So
yeah, I don't know if anyone goes on website, but hey, whatever, man. Do what you got to do. It's easy to find. If you can't find a podcast in 2021, then you have issues.
That's right. Listen to my recent John Popper interview, since they just had to, unfortunately, cancel the rest of their tour because
he got into an accident.
He's all messed up from the bus crash a month ago.
Hey, by the way, David chiming in here. Now, Roker, if you remember the conversation we had right before we started, I just got a call confirming David's asking me, did you get the couch yet? My couch will be delivered Friday between 2:15 and 4:15. So there's that.
Wow.
Next week, right behind me here, you're going to see a nice couch.
Wait a minute. And who is giving you such a specific window there of time?
Crate and Barrel.
Between 8:30 and 5:30.
Exactly. Hey, Crate and Barrel is high class.
3:15 and 4:15.
I don't know. It was perfect, though. I'm like, God, that actually works out nice. I couldn't believe it. You heard me, Roker. I'm like, really?
I know.
2:15 to 4:15. That's perfect for me.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, and you're lucky. You're going, I'm lucky I took that call. And I'm like, yeah, because I'm like, I had to tape a phone to my face because I was afraid I was going to miss a call from the unemployment office.
Yeah.
Because they don't call you back if you missed the call. That's the worst. It's literally the worst feeling in the world, where it's like, you've got your phone next to you. You go take a leak, come back, missed call. And it's the call you've been waiting for a week.
Yeah, no, it's that's how it was back in the day. Remember no one had voicemails or anything or answering machines. If you missed a call, you were just fucked.
Well, that's how it was with everything.
Yeah.
TV shows, calls,
Yeah.
whatever.
If you missed it on TV,
You know.
that was it. You were done.
Right.
We had a VCR, but it never recorded for some reason. So if we missed it, we missed it.
I still have VCRs.
God. Do you watch them?
I don't, but actually
Hey, sell them to some moron, some vintage idiot.
Within hands reach
Wow.
of VCR.
Look at that thing.
Within hands reach of a VCR.
That's a beauty too, huh?
And there's another one behind me.
Wow. Are you going to keep those or are you going to throw those out finally?
I'm keeping one of them because we're coming across a lot of old videotapes. So
you're going to watch old videotapes on a VCR?
Oh, trust me. You want to watch some of my old videotapes.
Oh, what are they?
We came across an old videotape from the Saturday night dance party at Hedonism 2.
And you're in it dancing?
We're like, oh my God. We are going to have to
have a video party.
Put this VCR up, see if it works. Then I had like an old golf training videotape from an infomercial.
Oh, I'd love to see that too.
I'm like, let's put this in to make sure it doesn't chew it up. Got it to work. And then cracked open a beer. And wow.
You're doing stuff in this video?
I won't be putting that up on YouTube. It's hilarious. It's absolutely hysterical. It's unbelievable.
I need to check this out.
Maybe I will play it at a party.
Are you with some naked ladies?
No, I'm with my wife. But yeah, there's naked ladies all around. We're like, oh yeah, I remember her. I remember him. It's like, oh yeah. I mean, this is I was at V103 at the time. So this was mid 90s. This was anywhere between 90 and 96, 97.
Oh, this is a great idea, Roker. This is from David. You need an OnlyFans for your old tapes. You should do that.
So what do I do? Put so you can view them?
Yeah, but then they pay you like $20 a month.
Yeah. And then they can just go through the archives.
Yeah. No, you put a new one up every week.
Okay. I've got a lot of old porno too that I used to get them. And then I had the one where you could dub them.
Oh.
So I would dub them onto 8-hour VHS tapes. I'd go and I'd rent 3 pornos, dub them onto 8-hour tapes, and I have an 8-hour porno tape with 4 movies on it.
Roker, you know who else did that, right?
Let me guess. Jared from Subway.
From Subway, yes. That's what he did. Roker, are you joking or are you serious? Because that's what he did in college. I swear to God. Roker, I'm not, I swear to you, that's what he did in college. That's how he made money in college. I swear to God.
Well, he's smarter than me at the time because I didn't make any money.
That's how he made money.
This is why I can't get rid of someone just said Mr. Skin. Listen to my interview with Mr. Skin. When you search Roker Radio.
Is he still in Chicago?
Yeah.
He still has the same place over there?
He just celebrated their 20th anniversary or 25th anniversary. Something like that.
What's going on MrSkin.com these days?
He's fantastic.
I'm glad I didn't share that.
I'm finding boxes of old VHS tapes, finding floppy disks, all kinds of stuff.
You're going to find some kind of treasure that you're going to have to take to Pawn Stars and make a lot of money.
I think I may have already have.
What did you find?
I found autographs that I forgot I had.
You got to sell all that shit. You should do some kind of a estate sale.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can find.
This is Penelope Pumpkins from Hedonism. This is
Shoot, it's going to take me too long to find this. But I literally just found. Wow, I want to. It's a good.
This is some kind of item that you found.
Yes, and it's not porn or anything. It's the complete and total opposite of porn. But this is the kind of things. These are the kind of things that you find when you are trying to move out of a house that your family has lived in for, I don't know, 70, 80 years. I don't know. Let's see here. Keep talking. I'll find it.
Well, what are we looking for here? Is it you said it's the opposite of porn. So when I think the opposite of porn, I think
no, it's not porn.
The Jetsons or something?
No, this is actually, it's not, I'm just saying this is like stuff that we have found in the basement, for example.
Oh.
Because you said, oh, you probably will have something that you need to put on Pawn Stars.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I mean, we're literally finding stuff like that every day.
Why don't you have that show American Pickers just come to your house and just go through everything?
It would probably take them too long. Okay, here we go. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this from here, but let's see if I can put this in the camera. You can see that.
Hang on. Oh, so, wow, you have the life.
That is the on the left there.
Pull back just a little bit.
Is a pristine copy.
It just went away.
Of the Life magazine John F. Kennedy memorial issue from 1963.
Wow, what's that worth?
Don't know. Then in the middle is the Kennedy years in pictures from Look magazine. And then on the right is the book, The Kennedy Years and the Negro.
Great. Roker, you're going to be really happy when you see this. I just went on eBay.
Yes.
You're not going to believe this. Oh my God, Roker, check this out.
A whole $7.50
This one's going for 99 cents.
Is it real? Or is it because a lot of those things will end up being like reprints.
This one's 13.
Wow.
This one's $8. Hey, this one's worth $8. But these are all shitty. Yours is in good condition, and as you know, condition is king.
In condition. I'm sure that my mother or my grandparents or whoever completely forgot about them. I've never been told that there were like, we've got, just in case something happens, we've got Life magazines from 1963.
Yeah. Well, boy, they really looked out for you with that. We have $8 worth of Life magazines for you for your retirement.
Well, still, it probably cost 25 cents. So that's still a pretty good
hey, I was just thinking
return on investment.
Do you think there's money in the walls of your house that you could like knock down some of the walls?
I have no idea.
Man. God, that'd be awesome if you had a bunch of cash.
My guess would be that they've already if it could have been found, it would have been found already. But you never know. You never know.
Your grandpa Cadillac might have put money somewhere.
Very true. I don't know why I can't find some of the stuff that.
Well, what is it? Just tell us.
Like Did you ever get one of those pay-per-view WWE chairs?
Oh yeah.
So
Those
I've got
aren't
at
worth
least-
anything either. Those are worth like $1 too.
Not what I saw.
Which one do you have? Do you have? Is it from like WrestleMania 3 or something?
It's signed by The Rock. So it was worth. It was on eBay, but you never know how much the stuff is worth. But there's a whole bunch of like old stuff that we're finding. It's.
Hey, Roker, I found it. This one's going for $4.14.
Okay, well that one's not. Well, Lesnar versus Samoa Joe.
Oh, is that what that says? Sorry.
Yeah.
What?
Find one that's autographed.
I'm trying to find one. Oh wow! So here you go. Here's a Rome. I mean, just to give you an example, an autographed Roman Reigns is 175. So a Rock autograph has to be a lot more than that, right?
Yeah, this one's a WWF chair.
Oh wow!
So that means it's at least from 2002 or 2003, something like that.
Let's see. Here's a Rock autograph for $80 on an 8x10.
We just found do you remember
Oh, here you go, Roker. Here you go. Is this the one you have?
let's see.
$600. Iron Sheik.
No.
And wait, who signed this?
Nikolai Volkov.
All these jobbers. Let's see.
Yeah, that one's not signed though.
But that one's going for 160, but no one's buying it. That doesn't mean it's like this.
I'm
Like, look at
saying,
this. This card is going for 6,500, but it's not selling.
Or best offer. So if your best offer is 65, is that $65?
This is 6,500, but yeah, if you just say here's $20, will they take it?
I should send my stuff to. Well, you watch Pawn Stars, right?
Oh yeah.
So, Steve Grad. You know of Steve Grad.
Yeah.
And I should send him a bunch of stuff. I was literally texting pictures to him going, who is this? Because I was finding autographs on stuff. I'm like, I have no idea who this is. I don't remember.
Do you think The Rock still signs shit like this? He just writes Rock. You think that's his autographs?
It's probably
Probably evolved since then.
yeah, it probably went from The Rock to
Like here, look at
Dwayne
this.
Johnson, aka The Rock, to Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
Probably. I just found China's old book a couple of days ago. They were just showing the Rock book. Just found the old China book. And then I opened it up, and the China book looked like book reports that I used to do with spacing. Like it was about 3 inches between each line, and the borders were like 1.5 inches in. That's how this book was.
All right.
Meanwhile, like the Mick Foley book is like reading a paperback. The letters are so small.
That's like that's one of the only books I've ever read is the Mick Foley book.
Was the Mick? I'm sure
I read it on a plane.
Yeah, you ran out and got that one. I'm sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're out of here. We'll be back next week. Peace.
Peace out. Stay safe.